Chapter 36 Stories of Two Goa Gentlemen and Mrs. Aurangabadkar. Two Goa Gentlemen. Once, two gentlemen came to Shirdi from Goa and prostrated before Baba. Though both came together, Baba asked one of them to give rupees 15 as dakshina, while he refused to accept rupees 35 voluntarily offered by the other. Surprised at this act, Shama questioned Baba as to why he had done so. Baba replied saying, "I take nothing from anybody. It is only that the Masjid Mai calls for the debt and the donor pays it and becomes free." He then related the story of the first man thus. At first, he was a poor man. He vowed to God that he would pay his first month's salary if he secured a job. He got one on a salary of rupees 15 per month. Steadily, he secured promotions and his salary rose and became rupees 700 per month. In his riches, he forgot his vow. Since his karma brought him here, I took the indebted amount as dakshina. Baba then narrated another story as follows. While wandering by the seaside, I came and sat at the veranda of a huge mansion. The owner, a Brahmin, was very hospitable. He fed me sumptuously and allowed me to rest in his house. While I was fast asleep, a man entered the house and scissored off rupees 30,000 from my pocket. I was greatly distressed and started weeping and moaning the next morning. After a fortnight, a fakir passing by saw me crying and after inquiring about the loss, told me to act according to his directions to recover the amount. He advised me to go to another fakir whose address he provided and surrender at his feet. He also advised me to give up my favorite food till I recovered the money. I followed his advice and got back my money. Then I left the wada and went to the seashore. I could not get into the steamer as it was crowded, but a good-natured peon helped me to get in and brought me to another shore. I boarded a train and came to the Masjid Mai. Hearing this, people around were perturbed as the story sounded mysterious. Baba had never travelled, neither had he possessed rupees 30,000, nor either lost it or recovered it. On Shama's detailed inquiry, both the gentlemen, with tears in their eyes and choked throats, accepted that Baba was omniscient and infinite. They conceded that he had actually narrated their stories. The second person had vowed to visit Sai Baba after recovering rupees 30,000 but forgot all about it. Through a dream, Sai Baba himself reminded him of his vow, made arrangements for his travel and drew them to Shirdi. Realizing that the fakir who appeared before him was Sai himself, he acknowledged that Sai was indeed Lord Dattatreya and praised his all-pervasive nature. Baba never begged or allowed his bhaktas to amass wealth. He regarded money as a deterrent to spiritual progress and never allowed his devotees to fall into its clutches. For instance, Bhakt Mahalsapati was very poor and could hardly make both ends meet. But Baba never allowed him to make money and forbade him to accept any money from others. Mrs. Aurangabadkar. The lady from Sholapur, wife of Sakharam Aurangabadkar, was married for 27 years but had no children. Though she had vowed and prayed to several gods and goddesses, she was not successful. Finally, she came to Shirdi to seek Baba's blessings. and waited patiently for an opportune moment to convey her prayer. Ultimately, she requested Shyama to appeal to Baba on her behalf. As she waited in the courtyard with a coconut and joss sticks, Shyama beckoned to her to come up to Baba one day after dinner. The lady presented the coconut to Baba and bowed before him devoutly. When Baba shook the coconut, the kernel within rolled and made a noise since it was dry. Baba questioned Shyama whether he knew what it was saying. Shyama replied, "The woman prays that a child may similarly roll in her womb. So please give her the coconut with your blessing." Baba scoffed at these words and repeatedly ordered it to be broken. But Shyama pleaded that the lady be gifted the entire fruit and be blessed. Finally, Baba conceded and blessed her. Within 12 months, she delivered a son, and the couple came with their 5-month-old child and prostrated before Baba. Mr. Aurangabadkar gratefully offered ₹500, which was spent in constructing a shed for Baba's horse, Shyamakarna. Om Namo Sainathaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. End of chapter 36.